I don't ever, ever want to hear the words boy or colored used again. We are all black men, and we should be proud of that fact.
That film is significant today because it spoke truth to power and it showed some black hero rallying black folk against the system. That's what's unique about Reelblack.
Hey, boy, I want to talk to you. Answer me.
This is my answer.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Come on, we can do this.
Hey everybody, it's Mike, and it's Saturday, and Molly's here. Molly's here. So it's Reelblack Live. So a couple things that I wanted to talk about as people get in the room. Hey, Philly Cat. Hey, Dejan. Just showing that we're live. Feel free to chat. This will be a loose one. Sorry to get on so late, but I was at the Jazz on the Ave in North Philly today on a shoot. Excellent weather today. Just a great show overall. Most of the artists I'd never experienced before, but they all did such a great job. Just checking. There's a lot of light coming in. Let me just see something. If I turn it off. No, we need it on. All right. I'll bring it down a notch. All right. Now we're lit. Evan's here. Welcome. Some people popped in and parked out. Marquise. Hey. All right, Chris, you're jumping the gun. Mod Squad's in the building. So before we get to the main topic, I just wanted to express my condolences to the family, loved ones of Danielle Spencer, who we all know as D from what's happening. And I didn't get a chance to put an obituary video together, and I didn't want to show what's happening clip because I knew that YouTube would probably just take it down. It wasn't worth the headache, but I did want to express my condolences and kick myself because she was in town recently, like I'd say about 6 or 7 months ago. She came to Wilmington, Delaware, and I had a chance to go and meet her, and I decided I overslept, and I knew I was going to be late and probably wouldn't get in, and I didn't fight for it. And I think one of the things I need to do now, knowing nothing's promised, is whenever there's an opportunity like that, not to say, oh, next time, because it was a big event. You can find it on YouTube. It was Lawrence Hilton Jacobs and the cast of What's Happening at the Wilmington Public Library a few months ago, and Danielle Spencer was there, and I would have had a chance to hear firsthand their own story. I don't know why I was in such a rut, but yes, rest in peace, Danielle Spencer. Okay, all right. So with that out of the way, the treat for the day. Oh, before I get into the treats, Molly, come here. Come here. Come here. Say hello to the people. You want to let the people know that you're in here, huh? So thank you, everybody who donated last week to Molly's Treats and to Flowers for Margaret Avery and Valerie Vance. The fundraising's coming along really well. We still need a few more dollars. So if you're in a position to contribute, we're trying to raise money. We just got accepted into the American Cinematheque in Santa Monica at the Aero Theater on October 14th of this year of our Lord 2025. We're going to be hosting, they're going to be hosting us the Los Angeles premiere of Riverbend. It's never played in Los Angeles before. And we have a brand new spanking new vintage 35 millimeter print that we want to take and show on October 14th. But we need help in terms of getting resources together to make sure that it's a successful event. We're undercapitalized at this point, you know, and we could use your help. You know, substantial donations, you know, we'll get a credit on the Blu-ray. But let's see who's in the house. Let's see, Marquise is here. Nathaniel Ray Davis. Okay, I haven't seen your name in a little while. Spider-Man 765, Philly Cat. Not sure if I've seen that name on here before. Chris can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're new, welcome. And if you're a veteran viewer of the Reelblack Live, we're here to hang out. The treat for the day, I had it here a second ago. I can't see over my piles of crap. Oh, is it my pocket? Molly's like, what you got? What you got? What you got? I'll have to play it later. I'll have to grab it later. But it's gonna be a Temptations lickable spoon. Sahid, pardon me, yo. Asia Latina, aka Olive Oil, is here. Welcome back. Molly's here to say meow. Say hi. Come on, get up here. Say hi to Asian Latina. Up here. So you're in the frame. There you go. She was alone all day. Ruben's here. It's like the old romper room. I can see Ruben. I see Asian Latina. I see Dejan. I can only see if people tell me their name in the chat, but it's sort of like a romper room kind of situation if you're old enough to remember that show. So what I wanted to do tonight is talk about the new Spike Lee joint, Highest to Lowest, which I had a chance to see a few days ago. And I reviewed for rollingout.com. I'm not sure if they published it, but I wrote a review. So I put a little thought into it. And I wanted to talk about this earlier Spike Lee Denzel collaborations and, you know, encourage people to go see Highest to Lowest. A lot of people don't have Apple TV, you know, even though they kind of force it on you when you get a phone. But we can discuss that. But so we have, I'm going to take Highest to Lowest is a remake of High and Low, which is a Kurosawa film. You like Kurosawa movies? Do you like Kurosawa movies, Molly? She's like, where's my treats? But the previous, so it took 19 years for Denzel Washington and Spike Lee to collaborate. Who can, in the chat, what was the last time they worked together in a feature film? Anybody got that one? I love Kurosawa. I'll get to it in Spider-Man in a second. The last one that they worked on together was Inside Man, which was 2006. So it's been an easy 19 years since they made a film together. And then prior to that, 1999, I believe it was, He Got Game. Oh, Molly's crying. And then before that, the legendary Malcolm X. And the first one they did together, who remembers Bleak Gilliam, Mo Better Blues? So you get now, Chris, you can vote. He Got Game, Sahid. Sahid, it was good. They made magic together. The new one, it's fun to see Denzel having fun. Best basketball movie. It was good. I liked it. You know, we're taking votes now out of the 4 previous ones. Or if you saw highest to lowest already, let me know what you think about it. It's kind of a uneven. I called it uneven yet delicious in parts. Movie ASAP Rocky is a revelation. That's sort of my thumbnail on that. Hoosiers. That was a good one too. All right. Well, while you're thinking about Mo Better, what's your vote, Chris? All right. Here's the first time Spike Lee appeared on Reelblack TV. Back in the day, I don't have the year in front of me, but this is with when we saw him at the Silver Docks Film Festival, and Shivani was hosting, so it had to have been about 2005, 2006.
I'm Shivani, and we're here at the AFI Silver Docks Film Festival in Silver Spring, Maryland, on the red carpet waiting for Spike Lee, this year's Guggenheim honoree. Congratulations, Spike, on winning the Guggenheim Award. How does it feel?
Good.
Real good, huh? Glad to be here. Is this your first time at Silver Docks?
Yeah, but not the first time in Chocolate City, though.
Good to be back. Are you going to be here for a while? Are you representing?
Come November, I might have to move here.
Uh-oh, watch out, DC.
You know, the real Chocolate City. P-Funk up in here. Paint the White House black.
Oh.
Paint it black.
Sounds like that's what's happening.
Paint it black.
Spike, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. First and foremost, in your opinion, over the last 20 years, how do you feel the landscape of African-American film has changed? And do you see it evolving, and if so, how?
It goes back, it goes forward, it goes back, it goes forward. And, you know, there's still the element of coonery, buffoonery with us.
Do you care or do you wish to comment at all about the lack of representation of African-Americans in the World War II films? How do you feel?
I mean, I've said it on many records, and now the film's coming out, so let this film speak for itself.
Wonderful.
Open September 26th, Miracle St. Anna.
Now, I know you have a lot of projects that you're working on. What's coming up next? What's on the docket?
Well, we got to finish this documentary on Kobe Bryant. We're still finishing Miracle at St. Anna. We're in the post-production of that. And I gotta try to find my next feature film. I would like to say this, that next, hopefully not too long from now, we're gonna go back to New Orleans. And not just New Orleans, but the other regions that were hit by the levees and Katrina and finish up, because it's not done.
It's never done.
When the levees broke, it's not done. You know, even though it was 4 hours broadcast on HBO, and you bought the DVD, it was another 2 hours. It's still evolving. People still catching hell. We want to stay with that story.
One more question about Katrina. Why is it that you chose to leave the word Katrina out of the title when the levees broke?
Because I think there was this misconception that it was Katrina that did it. That was not the case. Hurricane Katrina actually missed New Orleans. It was the faulty levee system. And you see right now in the Midwest and Cedar Rapids and all these other places, they have faulty levees too. The infrastructure of the United States of America is broke. It's broke. And, you know, hopefully we have some new people up in there. And Bush and them guys, as they used to say in baseball, throw the bums out. All right, this is Spike Lee, and you're watching Reelblack TV.
Thank you, Spike.
Yeah, so it's the first time that we had Spike Lee on the show since 2008, so I trust that date. So Silver Spring, Maryland, that's at the AFI Theater. I guess it's still there, but for a long time, I had the Silver Docks and later AFI Fest. That's where we met a lot of people. We ran and we go there regularly. and I ran into Jonathan Demme there and Spike Lee. So Spike Lee is a great guy. Yes, we love Spike Lee. Spike is a friend of the show. And we'll show, I think there's 4 other times that Spike Lee has been on the channel. For a while, Spike Lee was our most interviewed because he's one of the most prolific filmmakers that you're gonna find, in the world. So we have many opportunities to talk to Spike Lee about different projects over the years. Didn't get a shot to talk to him and Denzel on this one, but Highest to Lowest is worth your time. I mean, I would say that it's if you look at Spike and Denzel and Scorsese and De Niro, this is to their collaborations as I'm blanking already. The most recent one. What was the most recent Denzel? This is Bad Air. All right. So not the best movie, but still worth seeing. As good as The Irishman. That's what I was trying to think of. All right. All right. Got a little chat thing going. I'll leave that alone. But Malcolm X is getting a vote. I'm in agreement. Out of the if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Highest to Lowest, which is in theaters now and it's going to be on Apple TV on September 5th. And I think it's worth seeing in the theater. Don't expect, these are classics, and Highest to Lowest. I wouldn't say it's the weakest of the bunch, but it's not the strongest either. So but you have a very high bar with Malcolm X. Anybody? Any other votes here? Get those likes up. Chris Dragnet says, all right. Well, let's jump into another interview. Is that all right? And then Molly will get her treat. Let me take this one off. The next time we saw Spike Lee was again for Miracle at St. Anna. And this time we had an interview with Robert X. Golphin did the interview. I was operating the camera. Well, it was an interesting day because it was down in Delaware, and University of Delaware. Spike Lee was speaking later that day. This was a thing at a Borders, I believe, where he was doing a signing of the DVDs. And I don't know if I had a disc get signed. I guess I did. I don't see how I would go and not ask him to sign something. But he was doing a DVD signing, and for Miracle at St. Anna, Robert X. Golphin did the interview. Here it is.
Hey, I'm Robert X. Golphin for Reelblack TV. I'm here at Borders Bookstore in Delaware, where award-winning filmmaker and Oscar nominee Spike Lee is signing copies of his film Miracle at St. Anna, which has just been released to DVD. The last time we were real caught up with you was right before the election. I know you were at the inauguration in D.C. What did that moment feel like for you, and what does it mean, this Obama post-racial administration, to you?
Well, I don't know about this post-racial thing. I mean, if anybody thinks that racism ended just because Obama got elected, didn't see that cartoon in the New York Post this past week. But it was nonetheless, it was a great experience being in D.C. and witnessing history.
Do you think this administration will have an influence in the industry as a whole, entertainment-wise?
Well, that remains to be seen, but I think that, for the most part, artists, I feel, do more serious work when times are rough. So I think that will be the case. But hopefully, Barack and his administration will try to. Even the best experts think it's going to be 18 months before we start gaining ground economically. People losing their jobs left and right, losing their jobs, losing their homes, losing hope.
Now, your film Miracle at St. Anna, which was amazing. Do you feel it's important for filmmakers to promote the DVD releases of their films?
It all depends who you're talking to. Steven Spielberg don't have to do that. I'm not in the position that Steven Spielberg is in, nor will I ever be. So from the very beginning, she's gonna have it. I feel like I had to really get out there and promote my films, and I like it because I get to interact with the people, the audience, who supported me from the get-go, way back in 1986. Here we are, 2009, 21 feature films later, if you include the feature-length documentaries. So I think I've built up a very supportive, loyal audience, over the years.
Now, you and I first met many years ago. I was a 15-year-old kid filmmaker, and you were doing a lecture in Philadelphia at a church. And I started asking you about your films. You flipped the script, started asking me about mine. You also gave my college alma mater a few years ago the opportunity to produce a stage version of School Days, which I directed. And I thank you for that. St. Augustine's College in Raleigh. And obviously, you're a filmmaker.
How'd that turn out?
It was interesting. we did a scaled down version.
Revolt amongst the wannabes and the jigaboos.
Well, let me tell you, having a cast of 50 timed down to about 6 was, interesting. But it turned out very well, though. It was a very good night. But you're obviously a filmmaker who gives new talent a shot. And you've got the Babblegum Online Film Festival. What's your advice for filmmakers and artists who are trying to succeed in this crazy business called entertainment?
Well, number one, you really should be in it because it's something that you love, something that you want to do. Also, with the technology, you don't need to have the massive amounts of money one needed in the past, especially one of my generation. Only reason why filmmakers of my generation even went to film school was to get access to the equipment. Now that's not the case. So I think young filmmakers now, instead of just trying to make a feature film off the bat, should try to make as many short films as they can.
Now, your film Miracle at St. Anna was obviously, it must have been a great experience for you. What did you learn while making it?
Well, I learn something new every time I make a film. What was unique about this film was that we were in Italy for the majority of the shoot. I don't speak Italian. The crew was 95% Italian. And I had not done a big film in a while since Malcolm X. I had never done a World War II film, never done the battle sequences we had. So all that was a learning experience.
You were at Sundance with Passing Strange, which was a musical performance film based on a Broadway show.
I don't know if I would categorize it. It was music. Passing Strange is a Broadway musical, and so as it's about to close on Broadway, we filmed the final 2 performances of it.
And I know you, I've read somewhere that you might be teaming up with Denzel again. What's next on your slate?
I don't know yet, but we're waiting on the script to come in for Inside Man 2. And so Denzel, Clive Owen, Jodie Foster, myself, and Universal Pictures are hoping that the script is good so we can shoot it hopefully this summer or fall in New York.
All right, well, this was a personal honor for me. And
so what are you doing now?
I had a supporting role in The Great Debaters with Denzel Washington.
You in The Great Debaters?
Yeah. And
what role?
Dunbar Reed. I was the debater that didn't make the team.
You didn't make the cut?
No.
Nah, I like that film with my girl, Journey Smollett. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Denzel Whitaker. And the other guy, Nate Parker. I like the film very much. Hello, I'm Spike Lee. You're watching Reelblack TV. Reelblack versus fake black TV.
Okay. So those are, we'll go through all the videos that we've done with Spike as we get through the hour. But I see the chat's livening up. If you're not watching, if you're sitting, pay attention. There's some interesting dialogue happening over there in the chat. All right, treat time. Molly's been very patient. Like I said, today, a very special treat, one of her favorites. Yes. And thank you. Who contributed last week? I gotta check my Cash app. I can tell you that it was thank you, Cheryl Alt, Tyrone, Tiff S, for making donations last week. Here's Molly. Molly. You can see her eyes at least. Let me slow down. She's doing all right. She went to the vet because, I'm sorry, Temptations. Is it too bright? Temptations, savory salmon flavor and tasty chicken. This is going to go like, this is crack for cats, basically. Yes, kitty crack. All right, you ready? All right, hey, relax. All right, hang on, it's not open yet. All right, let's see. All right. Molly, I'm gonna let you scoop this out with your tongue. Oh, you'd like to lick she likes to lick the lid. All right, okay. All right, Cheryl gave you this. After Cheryl made her donation, I was able to get this for you. All right, ready? All right, come on, face. Face. La camera. All right. Down. Okay, get out. Oh, Make Black Film shirts out now in multiple colors. It's got the Reelblack logo on the sleeve, and it's priced to move. But proceeds go to the Riverbend Restoration, as well as the hat. We have mugs, t-shirts, shop.reelblack.com. Stop teasing Molly. Molly knows what she's doing. She teases me sometimes. Okay. All right, so we got 30 people in the room. Let's move on. The next time Spike Lee was a guest on our channel, I have to look, was when he had the sequel in 2010 to If God Is Willing. And I did the interview. There's another interview that I didn't pull, but we did. I'll have to find it. All right. Well, while this is playing, this is the first time I sat down personally with Spike Lee, and I was a tad nervous because you never know which Spike you're gonna get. Here it is.
25 summers ago, you were working on your first film. She's Gotta Have It, first feature. 25 summers ago.
Yeah, we were done by now.
Did you?
We went from July 15th to July 30th. We shot it for 12 days. Thanks for reminding me.
Legacy? Do you think about it?
No, what we think about is the body of work. That's what we think about. Continue to build upon the body of work.
No more nightmares of breaching levees, black waters that did come, murder and drown. No more silence, tea parties, racial division, poverty. Yes, we can. The pavements we will pound if God is willing and the creek don't rise. No more political pushers who use our time to sell their lives. No more sacrificing the American people, leaving us with nothing but sighs. No more corporate all wanting their lives back. Indictment of criminal charges, the whole damn crew. No more use of our Gulf Coast waters, wetlands, heritage, and soil. No more up yours, Louisiana. But we all know there's blood in that BPR. If God is willing and the creek don't rise.
Hi, this is Mike, and you're watching Reelblack TV. Today we're in New York. We have the honor and privilege of being with legendary filmmaker Spike Lee, whose latest film, If God Is Willing and the Creek Don't Rise, is about to premiere on HBO.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Excellent.
Cool. I like this Kadima.
That's a new one.
I like that.
Thank you. Just picked it up.
Before this, there was a thing called Katrina fatigue. And, we were on Haiti for the quake, and then there was Haiti fatigue. So it's always hard to keep the spotlight on over a sustained, time. But we knew when we finished, when the levees broke, that this is an ongoing story. We weren't done. And with the blessing of Sheila Evans, who runs the HBO documentary department, and Richard Plepler, who runs everything here, with their blessing, we knew we would return. It was just a matter would be when.
And how did you know when to go?
5 was a good number.
Yeah,
we
the
got
Super
to see
Bowl.
Blessed right away with our first day of shooting. The Saints win the Super Bowl, and we thought we had our ending. And this would be a much more upbeat piece, revisiting New Orleans than 5 years earlier. But BP had other plans, and it turned into something else.
When it all happened initially, we thought everybody was dead on that rig. There was no way anybody could have survived it, because when the thing exploded, the whole thing lit up.
All indications are that the explosions on the drill floor incinerated those people immediately.
Nobody had any plans for what happens if the technology didn't work. They didn't have any plans at all. They had their fallback position was to go grab a bucket and a mop, and that's what we're seeing, people scrambling around doing now.
When the BP thing happened, it underscores the point that a lot of the things in our system that we depend on, rely upon, are kind of broken or in disrepair. I mean, do you think they can be fixed by just paying attention to them, or do they need a complete overhaul?
Well, I think it's a combination of the two. But when April 20th happened, we had finished shooting. And so we had to reconfigure and reconvene and turn the whole thing over. And so of this 4 hours, the last hour is devoted entirely to the biggest oil disaster in history in the world. Right. This is 20 times Exxon Valdez, what happened in Alaska 20 years ago.
So you've been down there. You have the people, they've experienced 2 really heavy-duty tragedies.
In less than 4 years.
I mean,
huge hits.
Can you still have faith at that point?
Oh, they have a lot of faith. They believe in the Lord. Come on, Bible, baby.
The system, the government.
The belief is in the Lord. Can't rely on government. Government took 5 days to show up when the city was underwater.
And hence the title.
Yeah. Whether that spotlight is there or not, I think we as people can't forget our Americans that, who are in bad way.
Thanks so much for having me here. And God Is Willing comes out on HBO this month. I don't know how you do it, man. It's just
hard work, baby. Hard work.
We didn't give up. We didn't lose faith, but people need to see what we're going through.
Wow. Okay. Bringing back memories for me. I don't know if anybody else has seen these things that we're sharing tonight. If you're just tuning in, it looks like most people are still hanging around. I appreciate that. We're talking about the 5th Spike Lee joint, the remake of high and low, the Kurosawa movie called The Highest to the Lowest. We're ranking, or we're asking you guys what your favorite of the previous 4 Spike Lee joints would be, in your opinion. And we're going through the archive and sharing Spike Lee appearances on the channel. So a lot of people don't know that Spike Lee directed the original Kings of Comedy of 4 Little Girls. Yeah, it's true. So the next year, I think it was, or 2 years later, after that interview, we had a chance. Spike Lee came to Philadelphia, and we shot some stuff. Now, my recollection of this was that we had some issues with the camera. Some of it's a little soft. We had 2 cameras going, and one of the cameras was a little soft, I think, is how I remember this. But I think this is the one where I said, you never know what Spike you're going to get. And this is when he was coming around to promote Red Hook Summer.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, because it's like, all right, we're gonna get the Spike, the verbose happy Spike, or we're gonna get the one-word answer Spike. So,
well, you might have picked the wrong day. You know, you gotta roll the dice, baby. What can I tell you?
This is your grandson. This is your grandfather.
There's some shady people up here. This is not Atlanta. You understand?
Yes.
Good.
We live in a world of should not be. It should not be that radio and television and movies define who our boys are.
Working a day over at the Little Heaven.
It's my summer vacation.
Your summer vacation has work in it.
Ooh.
80% unemployment around here.
I got a crazy family. You and me both.
There's somebody in this holy sanctuary who needs Jesus.
hey, this is Mike, and you're watching Reelblack, and today we have the honor and privilege once again to have Mr. Spike Lee, who's got a brand new film called Red Hook Summer.
How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. This film is about Flick, who's Atlanta kid who goes to Brooklyn for the summer to spend time with his grandfather.
Who he's never met before.
Who's never met before. Does it have any sort of comparison to summers you might have spent in Atlanta with your grandmother?
Now, me going down south to spend the summers in Atlanta, Georgia, and Stone, Alabama was nothing like him spending the summer in the project Red Hook. 2 different worlds.
2 different worlds. What inspired
2 different
you?
worlds.
What inspired you to want to make this film?
I'm a filmmaker. I tell stories. I mean, this story I want to tell all the time. So James McBride and I got together, a great novelist, and we just came up with this.
Awesome. No, I saw the Sundance speech.
Mm-hmm.
It was very inspiring to me. Like you said, you have to go out and get cameras. That's the thing. So you greenlit this film yourself. Was that a big decision for you?
No, I mean, just wrote a check. If I didn't do that, we would not be sitting here now, and Red Hook Summer would not be in the theaters.
Why is that, I guess? I mean, is this something Hollywood didn't want to touch? Or?
It's very simple. There are certain films they're going to make. There's certain films they're not going to make. And this is a film they're not going to make. I mean, I wasn't banging my head against the wall or kicking and screaming. It's just reality. And so you face a decision. If someone doesn't make a film, that means it's never going to get made before. No one's going to be able to, you're not going to tell that story. Or you're going to try to do the best you can and get it done. And that's what we did. We chose to get it done. We chose the latter.
And this movie, it has like a lot of full circle moments in it. I mean, you're back as Mookie.
Mm-hmm.
And then for folks who haven't seen the film, you know, Tracy Camilla Johns makes an appearance.
As not Noel Dharma's mother Dawn now, because now she's a Jehovah's Witness.
I like that touch. Was it hard to get her to come back?
No, it was very easy.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll get a chance to see more of her. We're always wondering. We're a big Nola Dawn fans.
She's not playing Nola. I mean, she ain't playing Nola Dollar no more. Because she's saved now. Tracy Camilla John, she's saved.
Oh, that's good to know. We're tied here with Ava DuVernay and
Right.
Firm. So that's Black independent cinema that's happening.
Right.
And that's self-distribution model as well. And you were with Variance. What do you see as the current state of African American independent film?
What state? No.
Like where
struggle.
Where are we?
A struggle. Black African American cinema, independent cinema, is struggling. Simple. I mean, if the Hollywood system does not want to make the films of Ava or a film like this I just did, Red Hook Summer, but I think that it's a testament to her and myself that we both believe in what we're doing. We have belief. There's an audience for our films, and we do what we can. We make do what we got to make it happen, which really has been the story of us as descendants of slaves. Make do what you got, make it happen. And hopefully, people will pick up and see that there's alternatives. Because there's just some films they're not going to want to make.
Gotcha. Well,
and it's not criminal, whatever you want to call it. For whatever reason, they're not going to make it. So then what are you going to do then? What are you going to do then? If someone doesn't want to make your film, no matter who it is, what are you going to do? That's the fundamental question.
Right. Well, I remember years ago when I made the choice to go to NYU. Your motto
you
was
undergrad or
undergrad, AFI grad, but your motto was make film. Now everybody
That
has
hasn't
the
changed.
tools. Well, everybody has the tool to make film. I mean,
Yeah, you have the tools, but that don't make you a filmmaker, though.
Okay.
I mean, my son has a iPad too. That'll make him a filmmaker. He has the tools. So we have the tools now. My generation of film, my generation of people went to film school. We only went to film school not for the degree. We went for the equipment because you couldn't get access to the equipment. Now you can. Look, you're shooting on a D5, 5D. People editing on their laptops. So yeah, all right, you have the tools. What are you going to do with it now? What story are you going to tell? They're going to interest people.
and distribution is just as important.
Yeah, but
Stories
you
more
gotta,
important.
you gotta. I mean, it's not like. I mean, a lot of times people worry about distribution. They gotta learn how to tell a story first.
Okay.
Not that you shouldn't be, but you gotta work in your craft. Because you shoot something that is no good, who's gonna want to distribute it anyway?
Excellent point. So you're busier than ever. You've got a bunch of things coming up. What besides Red Hook Summer, where can you see more Spike Lee joints?
Well, we just finished with Mike Tyson on Broadway. It's a one-man show called The Undisputed Truth. Great experience. My first time directing on Broadway. Mike Tyson's first time performing on Broadway. Getting ready to have the world premiere for my documentary called Bad 25, which is about the making of Michael Jackson's Bad album. The world premiere will be at the Venice Film Festival, then we'll be Toronto Film Festival, and then it'll end up on network or cable television. And I'm also presently in pre-production on Old Boy now too.
Wow. Okay. Well, we can't wait. So thanks again for your time. Thanks for
My
the
man.
words of wisdom.
All right.
And it's make films, make quality films that are worth our time.
Tell your story, we'll learn how to tell it well.
Hey, children, I want to be ready. I want to be ready. I want to be ready. Yeah. I sing again. Yeah. just like John walked in Jerusalem, just like John walked in Jerusalem, just like John.
Hello, this is Spike Lee. You watch Real Black.
We had a little sidebar. I like that interview. It holds up. Still a little upset about the blurry camera, but what can you do? Use the sound, right? Sound came out clear. So Saheed asked me what my favorite Sixers were. Wilt Chamberlain for sure. I would Dr. J, Iverson, Moses Malone, and then you said Charles Barkley and Embiid, in addition to Will Iverson, Moses. Dr. J changed the game. I grew up on Dr. J, so that's. But I agree with your list. Spike got a lot of films. How can I get Spike to make my story? I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. I wish Spike would have done a documentary about Katrina and the people he highlighted in both those documentaries to coincide with the 20th anniversary. Well, he may have had that idea. Who knows? Maybe it's still happening. I don't know. Obviously, the anniversary's passed, but financing is a challenge for everybody nowadays. When they had the Spike Lee exhibit a couple years back, it was great to see his accomplishments in the original scripts that were displayed in Brooklyn. I wanted to go up and see it. I really wish I had gone. I had one day left, and I just couldn't swing it. Just loot and time. I couldn't swing it that day, but I wish I'd gone. I would have. But I did get the book, the Spike Lee book, which is. Got a few books here. I'll get it after. Well, I'll explain the next thing. It's harder. It's a very heavy book. It's a very heavy book. If you like the video, hey, Bergen Paris is here. Shout out to the Mod Squad. All right, so going through, I think it's like 2 more videos, maybe 3. The next time we encountered Spike Lee on the channel was when he was doing his Kickstarter for the famous or infamous The Sweet Blood of Jesus. He came to Philadelphia, Black Star Film Festival, and we got a chance to talk to him there. Here's how it went.
What we've been able to do in the other art forms, music specifically, and I will put sports in there. We see ourselves, but the image, that's really the last frontier, because that's where you impact people. That's why it's been hard. There is not a coincidence that the inroads we've made in many other areas, we have not made that in the film or TV industry. We have people, African Americans, who own NBA teams, people who are presidents of teams, general managers, but there's not one African American I know of who has a green light vote. Again, these are the gatekeepers. These are the people who have their quarterly meetings. They sit around a table and decide what movie we're going to make, what cable show we're going to make, who's going on the front cover, who's going to be buried. We're not in those gatekeeping positions that determines what we see.
We're at the Black Star Film Festival with Mr. Spike Lee, who just did a fantastic panel. So
one of many on the panel. All everybody had great, interesting viewpoints and insights.
Okay, this is your first time at Black Star, right?
Yes, sir. This is the second one, right?
Second one.
So I'm here I missed the first one. Wasn't invited for the first one. Here for the second one.
All right. So what's the vibe? Everybody wants to know. What do you think of this burgeoning festival?
I'm here for the first time. I love it, and I will support it. It's great. It's great. It's great.
Okay.
We've always gotten, major love, major support from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Yeah, absolutely. And folks were lining up to contribute to your Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah, we had the collection plate out here, and as I was telling everybody inside, everything helps.
Is this a humbling experience for you to go out this way to go to your fans, or?
Nah, that's how the first film got made. She's gonna have it. 1986, and we did it in '85. So
No, well, you got my money. So
I thank you, and I thank everyone here in Philly that went to the credit card line, and the people who didn't have credit cards. They pull out their 5, 10, 20s. One woman hit us with a $100 bill. So look, it's all good, and I'm grateful to everybody, from the person who gave $1 to the person who gave 100. It's all on the collection plate, and all those contributions will make us reach our goal.
Well, you're well on your way to go. I know you're going to do it. So, I mean, what's the difference between putting up your own money, like for Red Hook Summer, and doing this site? I mean, was that a successful endeavor? Would you do that again?
Oh yes, but I didn't even know about Kickstarter. So, I mean, Red Hook Summer was self-financed, and I'm still putting money in this. So, we got to get it done. Our goal is to reach 1,250,000 before we hear the buzzer on the clock. We don't want to hear that sound till after we reached our goal.
Okay, so I'm gonna get this up right away. So if you haven't contributed yet, please contribute to this man's Kickstarter.
Go to Kickstarter.com, look for the Spike Lee page, and we're really giving you something for each pledge you make. So you're getting something in return. Something in return.
From the vaults.
From the vaults, from the 40 acres from the 40 acres and the mule vaults, you're getting stuff. So and a lot of stuff that's like limited. There's a lot of stuff there's not a lot made. Like we got a new thing today. I mean, really, practically every day we'll put another item.
Yeah, you're making me mad because I put money up and then you put up the Malcolm X patches.
Well, you could have multiple rewards, my man.
They're gone. I ordered a patch.
Oh, what?
A Malcolm X patch.
Oh, we went back up yesterday.
Oh, okay. So I got to give. All right, my ignorance.
Nah. I mean, you went there. They were gone. Now there are more.
Okay.
That's why you gotta check every day.
All right. So pay early and often. Support Kickstarter. Spike Lee's hottest, newest Spike Lee joint.
Thank you.
Reelblack TV.
Yes, you're watching Reelblack TV.
So that was a good one, I guess. I don't know. Well, can't win them all. So the next time, it took a few more years for us to run into Spike again. This might be the last time we've encountered Spike, when I was at Sundance. And I got a chance to ask a question at the Black House.
What I did in She's Gonna Have It is something I've been doing for 30 years. Music's always been an important part of my films, whether it's scores. My father did the score for all my scores for NYU Film School, did the score for She's Gonna Have It, did the score for School Days. He wrote the song Straight Nappy, did the score for Do the Right Thing. My father did the score for Mo Better Blues, that song Better Blues he wrote. Terrence Blanchard, Bruce Hornsby. I love music. I grew up in a jazz household. So the only thing different about this is that the album covers. No one's ever done that shit before. No one. Fact. People thought I was crazy though. Why you put those motherfucking album covers in the middle of the scene? Nah, I knew that shit was fly. It was. It's the only thing, the album covers. But as far as picking the music, that hasn't changed in 30 years. You know. Say it again.
That's what made it make such an impact on you. Because you saw it visually too.
Well, there's a lot of great music out there, and you know, I'm not gonna sound. I'm 6 years old. I don't want to sound like an old grandfather. But young people, great music was made before you were born. Great music was people. There was no more thing called auto-tune. People sang. People don't play the guitar like this. People don't play the bass like this. People don't play the drums like this. Musicianship, lyrics, storytellers. And that's why I put out, because I want the young people to know who this artist was. And maybe they'll write it down and do research. Our biggest thing of Malcolm X was we wanted people to go back and read the source. We wanted young people to read the autobiography of Malcolm X as told to Alex Haley. So we put that stuff there so people could do the work, do the research, and learn.
Right here?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's Mike D reporting for Jet Magazine. No, I was going to say that. TV. Quick question. The time you're filming Chirac, Southside with You was being filmed. And in that movie, Barack and Michelle, on their first date, they go to see Do the Right Thing. And I don't know if you saw the movie, but do you think Barack was right?
Didn't see it.
Huh?
Didn't see it.
Do you think Barack was right about the reason why Mookie threw the trash can?
What do you say?
He had two different reasons. He had one story for the white person and one story for Michelle.
Why don't you tell us what you tell us?
He said Mookie was fucking mad.
That's the first one.
Okay. And then there was a whole nother excuse or reason that he justified using the Barack voice.
When he was talking to the white dude, he said he threw the trash can to save lives, to take attention away from that.
That is false. I know that's not the first time I heard that. Mookie did not throw the garbage can to save the life of Sal, Pino, and Vito. He did that because he saw his best friend, Ray Rahim, murdered in front of his eyes. Now, the thing about art, there's many different interpretations. As the writer of the script and the creator of that world, Mookie threw the garbage can because he saw another black man killed by the NYPD, and was crazy many years later to see Eric Garner killed in the same chokehold. In fact, the chokehold of Ray Rahim was based upon another case that happened earlier. And when that happened, I called my my editor, and we made a tape where we intercut, put on the internet. We intercut the real life murder or Eric Garner with Ray Rahim.
So that's the last time that we've encountered Spike Lee, Mr. Spike Lee, in person for the channel, 2018. So it's been a little while. So hopefully we'll get another opportunity sooner than later to really sit down and chop it up with Spike. He's been a great guest over the years. For the longest time, it was a virtual tie between him and Kevin Hart as far as who's made the most appearances on Reelblack TV. And, so I think Mr. Hart has beat him by one or two now. But there you have it, everything that we've ever done with Spike. Go out and see, or wait until it hits Apple, highest or lowest, the latest and possibly swan song collaboration between Spike Lee and Denzel Washington. And thanks to everybody who donated. I don't see anything on Cash App, but if there's something on PayPal, I'll send a thank you. And I really appreciate you hanging out. I know it's a little late tonight. Molly, thanks you. Give me a kiss. Molly. Molly, over here. All right. So yeah, follow on Instagram, follow Reelblack Renaissance. Make donations. We're still trying to get our flowers together for Margaret Avery. Remember October 14th, Tuesday, October 14th. We're going to be premiering Riverbend. There's my card. Oh, I got to pull the book out. Riverbend will be coming to the Aero Theater, AERO. Tickets go on sale September 8th for the movie. September 8th. You can buy your tickets at AmericanCinemaTech.com. But until then, mark your calendars, and we'll be there signing posters and cards and stuff. This is a Spike Lee book I was talking about. It's very good. You can find it. Sometimes you can find it very inexpensively on Amazon and different places. Marquise, I appreciate you. Make sure you turn on notifications. Margaret Avery's going to be in the building. Yes. Margaret Avery is confirmed to attend the screening, as is Mr. Sam Furstenberg, Alex Morris, and Julius Tennant. So you don't want to miss it if you're in the LA area, or if you just owe yourself a road trip. Come to LA, come hang out with us, come see the movie on the big screen in 35 millimeter. It'll be the very first time that the movie's showing in 35 millimeter uncut in over 35 years. So we've been working really hard to make sure that this movie gets out in front of people again. And I think it's more relevant than ever as you see Riverbend. So please check that out. What's this imagination thing? We're going to allow imagination more like Molly, long live the artist. Right on. Okay. Oh, I got to find a video to close with. Let me see what's in the bin. I don't want to show the hype reel because it's late. Let me see what we have in the bin. Do we want Smokey? Are we taking a vote? Twitch or Smokey? Not Smokey. Smokey's still out there doing it. But you're in Los Angeles. Well, you want to come out October 14th. Information will be on Reelblack Renaissance on Instagram. I put that on the screen. Yeah, please come out. It's 460 seats. It's a big theater for movies, and we want to make sure as many people not only know about it but actually show up. So yeah, please. I'm looking for the Reelblack Renaissance has all the information. All right, so what are we going to play to close out? Smokey video is Mike D's favorite. Danielle Spencer. I talked about Danielle earlier. For those who are tuning in late, I'm really concerned about playing clips from What's Happening because it's almost like a guaranteed takedown at this point in the day when it comes to that kind of thing. Let's see. Yeah, we talked about that last week. Divas is on the chat. Let me see. Somebody just sent me something. Thank you. Let me see. What can I play? Let's see. I'm talking. Vote D. I can't play D because they'll block it. But we can play. I'm just going through the old videos. We haven't played the Black Ninja trailer in a while. Looking for the funny stuff. Patrice, Dick Gregory, Paul Mooney. All right, we'll close out with Tisa. How's that? Tisa. Haven't played that in a while. Tisa. Tisa Williams, Why? Official music video. So this is a music video that I directed. We directed it together, Tisa and I, over the course of a couple days. And it's she's got an album she's putting together. One of our co-hosts, Tisa Williams, and the video is called Why.
I don't understand it, but in life, sometimes that's just the way it is. So great it was, how it all started off. You knew me so well, just how I wanted. You would bring me all the things I needed. I would give you back rubs, you gave me foot massages. We were so in love, yes. Oh, but then one day I noticed you started to change, cold and distant when I called your name. I was the one you blamed, yes. What you said, what you did, went so deep through my heart. Why you wanna hurt me? 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 We made it through the toughest times. You went your way and I went mine. Life is good again. A heartbreak